think, what's beautiful about the city, and what I love about looking at apartment buildings and understanding numbers and really getting to understand it and try to get to the level, figuring out the team sport of multifamily, of RV parks, of dirt, of mobile home parks, and each concept, each specific niche and part of properties is different. So you have to learn all the different nuances. How do you actually pull it off to understand the differences of these different properties, and what can I do differently, right? At the end of the day, as I learn, as I've been through many weird situations already, I only bought 2 so far, as being transparent, 1 house in Detroit and 1 piece of land. I'm not an expert, I'm just living and learning, right? As looking at all these properties, being transparent and genuine, I love learning about the stuff as I get older. I'm 26 years old, just a Jewish entrepreneur, just somebody living and learning through my business life, through, all the things I've done and been through and been part of. And at the end of the day, right, I love learning and going to all these different cities and traveling the world and seeing, what's the difference of New York and Florida and Texas and Ukraine and Poland and Hungary and like Israel and China, and there's so many different nuances and differences.
Turn right onto
Learning, right? Well, as you get to see all these different properties, I can, learn differently than most others, because I have the opportunity and the openness to be in different places, to go to different places, and to understand and learn and see it differently, and just to see it on a very different level. How much would you pay for a room for a night? What does it cost usually in your city? I'm renting a hotel in New York today for $240. Just curious to know what the average price was for where you are located. And yeah, just trying to live and learn the differences of what you think a price should cost. Take a look over here. I love living and learning about real estate, all different areas. So just living and learning. What do you think of this? Tell me what you think. I'll show you in 1 minute. I think it's pretty nutty. Yeah, I just think so. What do you think of a small room like this for $240?